What's poppin', you guys? We have an amazing show for you today. Oh my goodness. Today we have Paul Derks on the Visible Spotlight Show. Now let me give y'all a disclaimer. He is currently on tour, so we had to pre-record this. So if y'all notice that we're speaking in past tense or present tense and whatnot, that is the reason why. His song Engage the Unicorn, his band song Engage the Unicorn, released this past Friday, June 11th. And y'all are going to hear it today on the Visible Spotlight Show. So stay tuned, y'all.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is your number one radio station.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Visible Spotlight Show right here on 100.3 WVZM. I am your host, B. Will, and you know what? We have a pretty cool show for you today. We have in the house Paul Derks. Woo! Yeah! What's up, Paul?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, it's going pretty good. So we have so much, and I say this in every show. We have so much to get into, but let's just go ahead and knock some stuff out, okay? All right. So first of all, who is Paul Derks?
Paul Derks. I was born and raised in Missouri. I'm a Missouri boy.
Okay.
And worked in churches a lot, but then heard about Visible Music College down in Memphis, Tennessee. And decided to drop out of my current college I was in at the time, and my wife and I moved down here, and I started going to school here for songwriting.
Okay.
So that's the footnote version.
Okay. So someone who is meeting Paul Derks for like the first time, what are some things that you'd like them to know about yourself?
I like to have fun. I'm a pretty honest and open person, you know. When it comes right down to it, but I like to have a good time and keep things relaxed. But at the same time, I like to have meaningful conversation too. I'm not the best at small talk. I'm more of a let's sit and talk about deep things.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So, can you tell us about what was the household like growing up? You know.
Well, for most of my life, I lived on 5 acres in a town called Warsaw, Missouri. Before then, I've been in Kansas City, St. Louis, and all that kind of stuff. My dad was a pastor, so we moved around a lot. But we had a 9-year stretch in Warsaw, Missouri, and had a private lake in the backyard, and so grew up fishing around that and swimming, and built a tree house with a rope swing, the whole bit, you know.
Wow.
And so anyways, that for 9 years, since I was about 12 up until I graduated high school, that's where I was at. So that was fun. It was a good time.
That is awesome. So was music always a part of your plan? You know, what you wanted to do?
No, I actually started when I was throughout high school and stuff. I was musical, and I was in choir and played piano and guitar. But I actually wanted to be a physicist, and I actually started college a nanophysics degree.
Wow! And
I wanted to be a metallurgist and help build rockets for NASA, or nowadays SpaceX.
Okay.
And send people to Mars and go myself, you know, and stuff like that. That was a dream of mine. But yeah, then just I got to college, things changed. I was a football player, and I had some knee surgeries, and so that kind of ended some things. And anyways, I kind of ended up in music, and I was like, whoa, I've had a bigger passion for that now, and it just kind of took me, and I went with it. So
Okay. So at what point in your life did you feel like this is it? Like, this is what I know for a fact, music is what I wholeheartedly want to do?
There's been little moments throughout my whole life of like, whoa, this is meaningful. Like, this is different than other things I've done. Like, I enjoyed, physics, and I enjoyed philosophy, and I enjoyed those things, but music just grabbed me on a deeper level than the other things did.
Okay.
And just little by little, and I know one of the major moments was getting the current band together that we have. playing with them. And I've been playing with different praise teams and volunteers and stuff, and that's great.
Okay.
But playing with these guys, just their musicianship was on a different level, and it just suddenly I was like, whoa, this is it. This is awesome, you know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So what can you say about, you know, some of the music that you do now? Like, what are some of the genres that you're interested in? Like, do you like, well, we know you like Christian. You said, you know, that already. So, you know, what are some genres that you just like to listen to, would you say?
Well, I've kind of gone on an evolution of sorts through a bunch of different genres, but currently I'm in a kind of a psychedelic phase of kind of, I mean, I don't like to use this word often, but it's kind of a new disco. It's literally new disco, psychedelic stuff with a flair. You know, everything's alt rock that doesn't fit nicely into a box, but so technically alt rock, but new wave. You know, some people have compared us to Elton John, David Bowie.
Okay.
But then again, Tame Impala and Coldplay, stuff like that. So.
Okay. All right. So I understand that you're a man of faith, a believer of Christ, and you know, also a student. You know, how do you balance all of those things? You know, and also he's a husband as well. So, you know, how do you balance all of these things, all these different, you know?
Carefully. It's careful, and it's unique. It's a unique situation because Subtle Citizen, my band, we're not particularly a Christian band, you know, and so it's a different kind of feeling because I've grown up in worship music my whole life, and then suddenly being in the secular world, you know, for a while I almost felt like it was wrong, you know, but I realized it's not wrong. It's just ministering to a different people, you know, and whereas certain people are at a point where they can listen to worship music, other people they need a first step, and worship music is not a first step. Worship music is several steps in, you know, and so anyway, so a lot of my inspiration for my music is positive messages, good messages that, if anything, hopefully get people asking questions, you know.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So who are some of your influencers, you know? What do you like to listen to that, you know, that you would say influences your music? Or even the way you sing or, you know, perform, you know? Well,
definitely singing. I've grown up classically trained in collegiate choir and, you know, vocal performance my whole life. So I'm definitely classically trained in that sense, vocally. Barbershop music. I'm also barbershop harmony. My dad was in a barbershop harmony quartet.
Okay.
And he performed internationally growing up. So I've also got some barbershop harmony vocal influence in there. But definitely songwriting I'd have to say 70s and 80s classic rock. My dad, we grew up listening to that. You know, with windows down in the summertime, blasting Styx in Boston and stuff like that. I love Elton John.
All right, Elton.
So yeah, so anyways, I wish I could play the piano like him, but I can't. Anyways, but no, as a songwriter, he's definitely been a big influence too. So
yes, indeed, y'all. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of Paul Derks and the Spotlight Show. In the meantime, take a listen to Wolves by Mara Luke and I Am Free by Tyrion.
a stranger took too much to ease the anger all for you. Yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you. To get to you, oh, to get to you.
Well, that was Wolves by Mara Luke. Next up, we have I Am Free by Tyrion.
Tainted soul, a shattered heart that keeps on beating, stained hands. Won't you hold me just another moment? I've been thinking, like I'm no good for you. But you keep pouring your love for me, and you make me see. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. Nothing can hold me, nothing's gonna drag me down. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. No fears and no chains, those were the old days. Yeah. Every tear you hold, every tear that's fallen, I know you won't leave me when I'm hurting. I'm not worried no more what tomorrow will bring. You are steady, my Lord, every single day, so I'm not afraid. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. Nothing can hold me, nothing's gonna drag me down. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. No fears and no chains, those were the old days. Yeah. I'm holding on to your hand, holding on to you. No one else could ever love me like you do. Even in the darkness, I can see the light. You are always by my side to hold me through the night. I'm holding on to your hand, holding on to you. No one else could ever love me like you do. Even in the darkness, I can see the light. You are always by my side to hold me through the night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. Nothing can hold me, nothing's gonna drag me down. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. No fears and no chains, those were the old days. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. Nothing can hold me, nothing's gonna drag me down. Are you free? Are you free? Are you free? Yeah. No fears and no chains, those were the old days. Yeah.
That was I Am Free by Tyrion. Y'all, we about to get back into this interview, so keep it here at the Visible Spotlight Show right here on 100.3 WVZM.
Hit music belongs here on your number one station.
Thank y'all for being loyal listeners and keeping it here at 100.3 WVZM. We are here with Paul Derks. Okay, now Paul, you're a student at the Visible Music College. How did you find that place? How did you find it?
Well, my last school, I was majoring in philosophy. I transferred, I mentioned I was nanophysics, and I transferred to philosophy after nanophysics. And anyways, my professor retired. And it was a smaller school, and so I was going to have to wait 2 years before I could, finish my degree.
Absolutely.
And I was like, man, that's killer. And not in a good way. And anyways, I was like, man, I wonder if there's like just a music, emphasized school. Because like I said, that music had been really grabbing me on a deeper level than philosophy was. I love philosophy. But anyways, I found Visible was about really the only Mid-South, Midwest school that was even offered a music degree, and so I read up on it, and I was like, "Whoa, this is I think exactly what I'm looking for." Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the highs and lows that you had to endure being at the school?
Well, the highs for sure being around other musicians. They're just as passionate, because like in high school, growing up, if someone's in music, I mean, it's kind of a requirement. So not everyone's passionate about it there. And then in college, it was cool, but a lot of it was, education majors, which is fine, but it's a difference than going to like a performance arts type emphasized school, where everything here, there's, is performance based, and there's kind of a different, perception or focus on it, than local music education. And so that's been a high of being Visible, is to be around other musicians who are as passionate about performing as I am,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So you're an artist, a recording artist with Madison Line Records. Okay. How is that like? What is that like?
Well, it was really cool. They've been really flexible with me because, as I mentioned, I kind of evolved genres. When I first came here, I was worship artist, and thanks to Visible and musically growing here, I rapidly kind of switched from worship to Americana folk into this kind of a psychedelic, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, indie pop, indie rock type thing. And that they were kind of like, 1 month they were like, hey, we're going to do this worship song, and the next month they were like, what is going on? And anyway, so they've been really flexible and patient with me, and I've appreciated that. So I think they're great, and they're very supportive too, and they want the best for their artists, and they try their best, which is nice,
Okay.
So
that's really good. And you told us that you're in a band. I think Subtle Citizen was the name. Okay, so talk to us about that.
Well, Subtle Citizen is Subtle Citizen. It's no, we the bassist and I met at the church, and he was really good. And I said, man, we need to hang out more. And told him I want to start a band. And he was interested, and then Jeremy Connor, he drums for us, found him at Lafayette strumming with Popular Demand. Okay. And then Christina, which is another artist here at Visible, she's the goddess on keyboard.
Yeah.
No.
She's
anyways,
amazing.
We hooked up, and I asked her if she want to jump on board and play some synth and keys and stuff. And so Andrew, Jeremy, Christina, and myself, and then Ricky, my wife, she sings with us. And and so anyways, we're Subtle Citizen.
Okay. So do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play acoustic and electric guitar. Just depends on the song. We really like the mix of acoustic and electronic sounds, and so that combination. Another similarity to people with that respect has been the Flaming Lips, because I like to play my acoustic guitar, but yet we have this electronic vibe going on too. So anyways.
Okay, man. So have y'all been on any tours or are going on any tours anytime soon?
Well, we haven't been too much because of COVID this last year. In fact, we played a show, a tour, kind of a mini tour in Branson, Missouri, right before COVID hit full swing last year. And so, but we did play at the Abbey with Christina's band, and then Mara Luke's band.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, and that went great. It was the first time in a year we had gotten on stage and performed as a band. And then this coming Friday, we are going to be in tour again in Branson. We're going back.
Okay,
and,
that's awesome.
So we're going to have, again, it's a mini tour. It's not a true tour. It's only a week long. But it was successful enough last year that we were like, hey, let's go again this year. So.
Okay, that's amazing. Oh, so Subtle Citizen is releasing a song. Do you want to talk to us about that?
Yeah.
The song?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're super excited about this single. It's kind of a stepping off point for the band, creatively speaking. Like, I think it just sets the tone for kind of the band moving forward, in terms of, we're not afraid to push creative boundaries and push limits and stuff like that. We want to be different. We want to be unique, and I think the title "Engage the Unicorn" is enough by itself to say that it's a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. What's up, everyone? I hope y'all are enjoying this interview like we are. We have to take a quick break, but y'all don't slow your roll. Keep it here at 100.3 WVZM.
Hey guys, this is Paul Derks on 100.3 WVZM, and you're listening to Subtle Citizen's new song, Engage the Unicorn.
Sometimes things don't make much sense. Life's a dance nonetheless. Thinking on your toes, it's how the story goes. Embrace the newly born. Erase the human norm. Enrage the coming storm. Engage the unicorn. Imaginations need run wild.
Thank y'all for keeping it here at 100.3 WVZM, the Visible Spotlight Show. We are still here with the Paul Derks, okay? So Paul, you've been telling us about Soul Citizen, you've been telling us about Visible, Madison Line Records, your childhood, all that stuff. So I'm just really, really curious about the song that y'all are about to release, Engage the Unicorn. Where did this name come from? Where in the world?
It was actually part of a songwriting assignment for a class that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get 20 things, 20 topics or names or whatever, and then write a song about one of those things. And it he encouraged it to be something unique, Okay. Well, anyways, Ricky, my wife, was showing me something that they do at her work, and it's a software, this program called Unicorn. Okay, and whenever they, use the software, they say, "Hey, go engage the unicorn." That's what they say. And I'm like, "Okay, there's it. I don't need 19 other things. That's my thing. I'm gonna write a song called Engage Unicorn." Anyways, and so I had the idea, Engage Unicorn. So I already knew right off the bat it was gonna be something different, unique, weird or odd, even. And so I was just at work, and the melody came to mind, and I started, singing it, and words started coming, and so started writing some words down. And anyways, then other parts started coming. So there's, there's brass, there's a choir, there's the 5-piece band, there's everything involved in it, and just all those layers started adding up and to what it is. So.
Yes, indeed. So with all that, you said you have the choir, you have the band, and you have. What was the other part that you said you have?
Brass.
The brass? Mm-hmm. You wrote all of that yourself?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How did that come to be? Were you just in the bathroom? I think I'm gonna just write a trombone part in here. I think I'm gonna just, how did this happen? Like, where did all this occur? How did this go down?
Well, it started, just with the basic melody, of the song and the flow. I knew where I wanted to end up, and of course I knew my starting point. And so, based on the song, the song's just about being creative, And so, ironically, the song only has 3 chords in the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, but the point, at least for me as the songwriter, was what are all the different things I can do with just 3 chords, And so there's a bunch of layers, and so I knew I wanted to build this thing into something really cool. Start out very simple and end up really complex, and so. Just started. Really, I start with the bass line. Mm-hmm. I write some bass lines. I usually like my brass to be more drawn out, and my choir to be staccato-y, or add in some more rhythmic features in there. Mm-hmm. But this time it kind of mixed into a little bit of both. But it's just really cool how it all starts weaving together.
Yeah.
But
oh my goodness, that is awesome. So tell me this. What significance does this song have to you? Like, what does it mean to you? What's the meaning behind the song?
Well, to me, it's just don't be afraid to be creative, because, this type of music really, ever since I've been writing music, I've had these odd melodies or different chord progressions, whatever you want to say, come to mind, but I've always thought that they're weird and no one else would really like them. And so this one time I humored the idea and let Crystal and MLR and the band hear it, and they were like, "Whoa, what is this? This is awesome." I'm like, "You like this? Like, this is something you like?" Anyways, and so I was like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna run with it." And then now we have Subtle Citizen, and so yeah, this song is really kind of a testament to be like, don't doubt yourself, like just run with it and see what happens, And of course, you have your friends and your family and mentors to kind of keep you on the tracks, but run with that inner sound that you have, that melody, and just see what happens with it. So
yes, indeed, man. So can we expect some more music to come out very, very soon from Soul Citizen, or even some solo music from you?
Nothing solo yet, but you can definitely expect something from Subtle Citizen. We're in the conversation. We actually have other songs completed.
Okay.
And we are talking through plans for an EP to follow up with this, but no dates or anything on it at this point. So.
Okay, all right, man. So I just want to ask you this. You have all these great things going for you. You're a student. You're a part of a record label. You have a song coming out. You're about to go on, a tour. So tell me this. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What are your future endeavors, aspirations, your goals, objectives, all of those things, Where do you see yourself?
Well, I definitely want to keep writing. But ideally, of course, we're traveling as a band and Subtle Citizen and performing and encouraging people with our music along the way. I'd love to, just personally as a solo writer, I'd love to write stuff for Netflix and all the I love movie and screenplay writing, stuff like that. I'd love to be involved in things like that too, but that's further out on the horizon. Right now I'm really focused on Subtle Citizen, so yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, we're almost at the end of the interview, but before we go, can you tell the people where they can find your music and also find you on social media?
Well, the song will be on all music platforms, all streaming platforms. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Subtle Citizen, and that will be the best way. We also have a Facebook group that you can join where Subtle Citizens with a Z, and anyways, we keep everybody updated there about the single, about an upcoming EP, and all that kind of stuff. Fun opportunities to design our T-shirts and a bunch of stuff like that. So,
okay. Well, guys, that was the end of the interview, but it is definitely not the end of our show. Okay, we have so much more great music from some of the students down at the Visible Music College to come. Okay, so y'all do not want to miss it. Keep it here at 100.3 WVZM on the Visible Spotlight Show, okay? But, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed Paul Derks on the show. We enjoyed ourselves, okay? But like I said, here's In Your Hands by David Apple.
my chaos, I give it to you. No matter where I'm from, you're the calm. All of my chaos, I give it to you. No matter where I'm from, you're the calm. All of my chaos, I give it to you. No matter where I'm from, you're the calm. All of my chaos, I give it to you. And I know you hear me too. You're the God of every circumstance. And when we fall, it's into your hands. From the mountains high to the desert sands, you hold it all in the palm of your hands. You're the God of every circumstance. And when we fall, it's into your hands. From the mountains high to the desert sands, you hold it all in the palm of your hand.
Number one means you're always on top. Your number one radio.
Oh, it feels so right. Looking in your eyes, like I'm flying high. What a wonderful sight. Oh, it feels so right. Looking in your eyes, like I'm flying high. What a wonderful sight. Oh, I think I'm falling head over heels for you. Oh, I think I'm falling head over heels for you. Do you love me too? From the day we met, baby, I just knew. Had my whole heart set on loving you. Oh, I think I'm falling head over heels for you. Oh, I think I'm falling head over heels for you. Do you love me too? Would you just hold my hand? I finally understand. Would you just hold my hand? I finally understand. Well, baby, now I know that I love you, and you love me too.
Y'all, that was Head Over Heels by Christina Kaufman. Next up, we have Calling Your Name by Devin Westbrook.
they look to the hills. Oh, oh my mind, it will never fail. Oh, all my help comes from you alone. Oh, you're the one who sits on the throne. Oh, you are my healing. You are my joy. There's no one greater, no, than you, Lord. You are my shelter in the midst of my storm. When I am cold and down, you keep me warm. Like the stars in the sky, like the sun shining bright, like the birds flying higher, higher and higher. You are my desire. I burn like a fire for you. Like a child caught in pain, I'll be calling your name. You're the keeper of shame. I'm no longer to blame. You are my one desire. I burn like a fire for you. Forever I'm calling your name. Forever I'm calling your From this time moving forward, you will shine like a torch. You are light and so much more in my eyes. From this time moving forward, you will shine like a torch. You will light so much more in my eyes. From this time moving forward, you will shine
best music in the world. This is your number one radio station.
I'm feeling kinda blue, and I don't know what to do. I just want to be alone. Everything is going round and round. I'm feeling kinda blue, and I don't know what to do. I just want to be alone. Everything is going round and round. I wanna leave this world with no regrets, leaving something to remember, that I was here to live in love, but I feel unappreciated. I'm feeling kinda blue, and I don't know what to do. I just want to be alone. Everything is going round and round. I want the world to know that I mean something. I want to touch the hearts, to make a difference within the world. I'm trying to gain my strength. I've done so much for everyone. This is me. This is who I am. If you can't sell it, oh well. I'm feeling kinda blue, and I don't know what to do. I just want to be alone. Everything is going round and round. I'm feeling kinda blue. I'm feeling kinda blue. Ladies, tell me if you're feeling blue too. Fellas, tell me if you're feeling blue too. I'm feeling kinda blue. I'm feeling kinda blue. Fellas, tell me if you're feeling blue too. Ladies, tell me if you're feeling blue too. Tell me something. I'm feeling kinda blue. I'm feeling kinda blue.
That was Blue by Desolate. Well, I believe y'all know what time it is. Yes, you're right. We have reached the end of today's show. I hope y'all are enjoying it as much as we are. Because when I tell y'all, we are having so much fun making these shows for y'all. And, I hope y'all are enjoying the music. We have a lot of talented students at Visible Music College. And all the music that you hear on our show are products of these students and staff. You know what? Listen, I'm not going to sweat it, y'all. We are going to have a lot of different people on the show, not just students, staff as well. The show is branching out. This show is under construction. We're doing so many great things. I'm looking forward to seeing how the show is going to blossom, y'all. But let me say this. If you are enjoying the show and you want to listen back to it, replays of the shows are on YouTube. Just search the Visible Spotlight Show and it will come up. You can see everything. But y'all, it is the end. We're going to have an amazing show for you next week. Next week we're supposed to have Carissa Walhoff on the show. But y'all, the Visible Spotlight Show is on the move. I'm telling you, the Visible Spotlight Show is on the move. We have so many other great people coming in. David Apple, Terry is supposed to come on the show. I'm looking for some staff members. Can y'all say some staff members? Staff members to get in on the Visible Spotlight Show, y'all. I'm telling you, this is going to be big. Huge even. I'm just super excited. Can't y'all tell? But y'all, let me sign off really quickly because oh goodness, I need to get up off here. Okay? But y'all, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Have a great week. Okay? Please stay safe out there. And be watchful out there in the highways, the byways, and the streets, because when I tell y'all, it gets dangerous. So be careful, be watchful, and whatnot. People are getting in accidents every single day. And so I just hope everyone is able to come back next week to hear the Visible Spotlight Show right here on 100.3 WVZM. Okay? But we have reached the end of my time for the day. I hope y'all, like I said, enjoyed yourselves. Looking forward to some more great music, some more great people to come on here. But thank y'all for listening and tuning in to the Visible Spotlight Show right here on 100.3 WVZM. I am your host, B. Will, signing off. Peace, y'all.